Hey, I'm back at it again for another Fallout 76 video. This time, we have to discuss custom worlds and how players are struggling to find entertainment out of this mode. This was released 2 months ago, which was September 8th. We all had a lot of concern whether or not this mode was going to be fun and repeatable. The fact is, well, it is repeatable, but not fun. There's no direction or improvement that I can see that would make this mode entertaining. There were a majority of Reddit users who have expressed what they thought, and thankfully most of us are not alone in the dark here. This Reddit user had posted just this with the title saying, "Custom Worlds needs to be removed and replaced, it's dead." The users over at Reddit had gifted this fella a few rewards, as you see, and the upvotes are pretty high. This is not an opinion based off of a glitcher, this is an opinion based off of someone who plays the game legitimately and can see the flaws in custom worlds or even public worlds. One Reddit user replied to this by saying, "Nuclear winter died for custom worlds to exist." Another Reddit user replied with, "And survival mode died for nuclear winter." Then the last one gets me, but as a final reply, this user said, "At this rate, Fallout Worlds will die so that Atari ET can be remade with Fallout Shelter graphics." Holy smokes. Sheesh. Oof. Wow, that is a major diss there, but yeah, well, it's kind of true, right? Because at this point, what is the whole idea behind custom worlds and public worlds? I would like to see competitive game mode that rewards us with different plans and outfits slash skins for doing something specific, or just bring back survival mode. I think a majority of players out here would, we would appreciate that one a lot. Personally, the main issue for me is public worlds. I'm assuming this fella is directing this more at that mode, but he's not, because clearly the title says custom worlds. But basically, I believe that custom worlds has the ability to be improved and the capability to have more settings, not to mention the potential mods in the future. As for public worlds, there is no need for this mode, especially if there's nothing worth doing. The 5 modes they released for this is quite boring. There is no progress that can be transferred over. This is a huge deal breaker for a lot of you, and most of you have already called it quits until the newest content comes out, which is coming here on December 8th. This is going to be the loot all mechanic, the Mothman Equinox, and I can imagine more Atomic Shop items, right? Anywho, the problem is real. I think us who have played Fallout for years can be honest and blunt now. No matter what or how much love we have for this series, we don't have to like what we see. I know that it is hard to dislike it all, especially when you've supported this game for years. Not just Fallout 76, I'm talking about the whole entire Fallout series. Whether you played Fallout back in 1997, or if you're like me and started off your Fallout journey on Fallout 3. No matter what it is, we have to be realistic when it comes to content and what these developers release. If you were to join public worlds, you can see already that there's not a lot of people playing this mode at all. The last time I went over this, there was 1 player in there, and I'm sure it's the same currently. I just won't even bother to dive into it. If we're going to be spending our money and our time, our precious time, I'm assuming that most of us do, value our time here, is that why do we want to invest our time into something when these developers clearly do not listen to any feedback that we are giving them? Again, this can be vastly frustrating, especially if you've supported this game for years. It just seems like it's a money grab for them, and that they're probably just grabbing a portion of this to fund it towards Starcade, Starlight, Starfield. Yeah, Starfield, there we go. I always butcher it all because I just don't really care for it, but I will probably play it in the future for glitching purposes. But you get the idea here. Fundamentally, this is a crappy idea that they produced. They developed a really terrible game mode. It's like, what the frick is this? But it is what it is, guys. But I'm gonna leave you guys with a video here, and I had to share all that information over on Reddit because it's true, it's real. I'm not the only one that's expressing this, so that hey, a glitcher is speaking the truth here. So yeah, all right, guys, I will see you guys on the next video. Take care of yourselves, and peace.